Yes, here we go, guys. Hey, welcome, welcome. A new live stream. I noticed that I'm always doing like this. A new live stream, Roland MV-8800. The live stream. Hayden, you're already in. Bram, hey guys, you're already in. Very cool to see you over here. What do you think? Yeah, because the MV-8800 has this screensaver. So I thought, well, let's do another screensaver this time, because we have a lot of screensavers in the MV-8800 and it's a very nice, just relaxing one. But okay, first day of May 2022. My name is Roger and this is the live stream. And today here in Spain it's Mother's Day. I know in Holland it's the next Sunday, but this Sunday it's Mother's Day. So we went out and we had a very nice wine tasting event, which was very nice, but it's always nice to have a wine tasting event. And so yes, I normally I have a camera from here, but I forgot to load it. Well, what's it called? To charge it. So I've placed another camera over there. Wait a minute. I like the view better like this, but it's due to the cable. It's due to the cable. It's moving now. Now it fell off my speaker. So let me give it another try. I have to make some changes over here. So now, oh, and now it's gone, totally gone. So I will restart that camera. By the way, how was your week, guys? Also busy, because we have finished. In this case, we have finished all the reformings of the new restaurant. So that's fine. And now we have the month of May to do to prepare the menu for the new restaurant. So we are good in time. Yes, that's better. So we're good in time, but still very busy, very busy. So, Elliot Range, cool to have you here also live in the during the live stream. Very nice. Yes, look at me. Look at behind me. An empty rack. I sold the GD990 with the vintage card. Will I miss it? Well, I love the sound a lot, but I did not use it too much. So I thought, okay, let's sell it, because also we can use the money for investing in the new restaurant. So that's also very nice. And also on sale, my V-Synth XT. Why the XT? Because I have the V-Synth over here with the VC1 D50 card, and I've got the VC V-Synth GT over here with the Vocal Designer, so I'm covered. And what I noticed that I hardly don't use my gear over here. I love to play with sliders and knobs, and somehow I don't use the racks a lot. So okay, that's that was just a crazy decision perhaps, but it's fine. So the V-Synth is also for sale on eBay. Yeah, I prefer working with the GP8080 or with the Juno 1 with the PJ300, or the V-Synths with the knobs and sliders. So that's the reason why I thought, okay, let's get rid of it. Anyway, great. View is good, very good. Yeah, it's a different view, but it's a nice view. So yeah. I know you cannot see it. I show it like this. Sorry. This week I went for a new tattoo, and this is the snow speeder from Star Wars: The Empire Strikes Back, and I've added over here the time trip pad of the V-Synth. Yes, something strange, because I had the add over here also from The Empire Strikes Back with the MV. So I thought, okay, let's do the snow speeder and then with a small detail of the V-Synth. The time trip pad. Great. Okay, some other cool. Yeah, I totally agree with you, Bram. It's also because they're not in reach of you. No, it's behind me. That's correct. And I have to turn around completely to get to reach them. So you're totally right, Bram. And Elliot Range, Joe Roger, a quick run through of difference between XT, GT, and original. Okay, XT, GT, original. Let me start with the V-Sync, the original, the 2.0. What I like a lot about this unit is that all the knobs and the sliders are dedicated based on what's on the screen. That's what I like a lot. So you have dedicated knobs for the oscillator 1, for oscillator 2, for the Cosm 1, for the Cosm 2, and the TVA, which makes it very accessible. If we go to the XT, I will get it. So the XT does have knobs over here. From E1 to E8, but it depends on the screen. So the screen says, okay, for cutoff frequency, you have to use E5. But on the V-Sync, the original, it says, with oscillator 1, you have a dedicated knob. Oh, no, it's Cosm. With the Cosm 1, you have a dedicated knob for cutoff frequency or resonance. So it always depends on the screen which knob you have to use, and you don't have the sliders, and you don't have the time trip pad, and there is no D-beam. I don't use D-beam a lot, no, but still you can control everything from the screen, but just not having the dedicated what's it called, the dedicated parameters with the knobs is just a little bit of disappointing, no, but I love the fact that the V-Sync original has the dedicated knobs and sliders. The only thing is that the XT has the VC1 card and the VC2 card installed, pre-installed. So VC1 is D50 and VC2 is Vocal Designer. I do have... Where is it? I do have the D50 card, so which means that I can put this card into my V-Sync original, and then I have a complete D50, and I can create sounds with the dedicated knobs again. So I'm covered. Then the GT is a combination of two V-Syncs original V-Syncs, and then also with the Vocal Designer. And the difference between the Vocal Designer of the GT and the XT is that with the XT you have to load Vocal Designer, and with the GT you can select the Vocal Designer. So what's the difference is that you can combine sounds and Vocal Designer, but with the XT you have to say, well, will I use the V-Sync engine, or will I use the Vocal Designer engine, or will I use the D50 engine? So that's a very big difference between all the three machines. The Vocal Designer of the GT is accessible immediately. I can press a button and then I have Vocal Designer, and I even can add sounds to it with the V-Sync engine. So it combines it. And the XT, you have to select, will I play with the synthesizer, or will I play with the D50 synthesizer, or will I play with the Vocal Designer? The same is for the original one, but then, like I said before, the dedicated knobs are just super cool, super easy, because that's only a problem. It's also a problem with the GT, is that you have 8 knobs, and the screen says, okay, resonance or cutoff frequency or whatever kind of effect, you have to check the screen to use the knobs. So it's not it's not pre-installed. It's just dedicated knobs. So 8 can be, in this case, or resonance, or 8 can be knob number 8. Number 8 can be pulse modulation with. Do I pronounce it right? Anyway, so you almost can say that the GT has the same way of thinking as the XT, but it is just a step ahead because it combines 2 V-synths and the vocal designer, and then you got also AP synthesis, which I don't use. I have to dive into it. But anyway, this just is, well, short. I already spent 12 minutes explaining it, but that's just a difference between the 3 models, and that's the reason why I said, okay, let me ditch the XT. It hurts a little, but yeah. Okay, and let me check what Bram is saying. That's why I have 2 XT racks, but yeah, the GT is having like 2 XT racks. Correct. Yeah, you're totally right, Bram. It's like that. But if we're talking about space, yeah, then space, the XT is an excellent unit because it's very small and it contains a lot. It contains a lot. Powerful unit, powerful unit. 2 XTs, nice. Wow. Anyway, okay, so Juno X has been released. I saw this week Juno X has been released. I don't know what you think about Juno X, but I saw some videos about it and I liked it a lot. So then I thought, well, will I sell the GT to invest in Juno X? And then I thought, no. I want to have that elastic audio synthesis available, not only with the V-synth but also with the GT, because vocal designer, I love vocal designer of the GT. Okay, great that you got it. You're welcome, Elliot. Great to explain this. Okay, next week I won't do a live stream. Why? Because I have a DJ session on Friday and on Saturday. So I decided, because I have my parents over here, so I decided So I decided next Sunday there won't be a live stream, but that other Sunday, the 15th of May, session number 3 with Mike Acosta will happen. So that's very nice. I spoke with him this week, and he said, yeah, let's do it on the 15th of May, because he's also very busy with making music and having sessions. So cool. 15th of May, we have part number 3 with Mike Acosta. Great. Anyway, yeah, like I said before, the screensaver types, we have a total of 6. And number 6 is your own, the own PixJams pictures. So you can create your own screensaver. I don't know what number 5 is. Number 5 is nothing. It's just nothing special. Number 4 is what you've seen with the cube. Number 3, preview. Is one with the blocks, with the colored blocks. Nice. Number 2, preview. Very Windows style. And then number 1 is, of course, the standard one with Roland MV-8800. Will, Joseph, welcome again to the live stream. Very cool to have you here also. The idea for today, what I've mentioned on Facebook, is to dive into the synthesizer again of the MV, because I realized that making beats on the fly is well, I don't know about you, but when I rewatch my own streams, I think it's pretty boring, and so perhaps this is also boring to dive into the synthesizer. But I thought, well, let's dive into the synthesizer and then sample it, and then using the SMT to create sounds. And I made a video about it, how to create beautiful sounds with the internal synthesizer. And I thought, well, let's do that. Let's do some subtractive synthesis with the MV. So no beat making at all, just diving into the MV. You know what? I'm going to switch to the MV like this. I will exit. So we're on pattern. It doesn't matter where we are at this moment, if we are on pattern or in song mode. Most important thing is that we go into the into the effects mode. And perhaps we can create beats later on. That's fine by me. So we go to into effects and to input. That's fine, and we have to select a synthesizer sound. Well, in this case, the analog modeling bass. And I thought modeling was written with 2 L's, but apparently it's with 1 L. Although I notice from time to time that some information on screens on different machines is not written in correct English. So for example, on the SP-808, when you do cancel, cancel is written with C-E and C-E-L instead of an A. But it would be nice. Would be nice to combine all the language mistakes of machines. Well, would be nice. A lot of work, but anyway. So what I want to do now is let's create a synthesizer sound and sample that sound, and then create a patch with it. So let's do it like this. I have to check if everything is working. Okay, MIDI offline. Correct. That should be now online. So we are on the MIDI track, and we have to set the track parameters. So we set the track parameters, in this case, to MFX. So output assign needs to be on 17, because 17 should be MFX. So right, MFX. And now you can see also my playing the perfect. You can see me playing the V-synth in this case, or you can play the pads also to have the sound. Let me adjust the volume a little bit. Yes, like this. So this is just analog bass number 1, analog modeling bass. And we go to edit. So again, we see here 7 blocks, and you can select the blocks by using the buttons up and down. Can we use the mouse also? Of course, we can also select with the mouse, but in this case, it's very easy to use the buttons F1 and F2. So, what we know about the synthesizer is that it has 2 oscillators. And with the, you can see it in the voltage controlled oscillator, block number 3, that we have 2 oscillators. Let me do a detail like this. This is better. Okay. If we go to the VCF, then we have the mixer. This is a virtual voltage controlled filter, and then we see the mixer of oscillator 1 and oscillator 2. So oscillator 1 is 100. It's completely open, and oscillator 2 is on 81. Let me put that one on 0. Wait, oh, you can put 0 and press enter. Yes, like this. Then we go up and we see in this case that oscillator 1 is a saw. So this is a saw sound, a saw wave. This triangle and pulse. So there are 3 different waves: saw, pulse, and triangle. We go back to this one, to the filter, and we can see that cutoff frequency and resonance are on 28 and on 32. So let's place the cutoff frequency on 100 and the resonance on 0. And I want to have just a clean saw. And what I do notice that there is already this kind of wow 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 sound. So this can mean several things. Or the chorus is on, or an LFO is on. But I want to have just a sharp wave. Why do I want to have a sharp wave? Because I want to sample just a very sharp wave and then edit that sound in the instrument part, in the patch part. Instead of adjusting the sound here, I want to start first with a very, very plain sound. So let me put the envelope on 100, also the decay on 100. And no velocity sensitivity on the filter. And I will go to the chorus, and the chorus is on, so I will turn it off, and you can see over here F5 is switch off. Hear the difference. Okay, so also, I noticed that the delay is on, so we go a block above, delay, and I'm going to switch it off. Why? Because I don't want to sample any delay. Because if you sample a delay, then on the lower notes the delay is longer, and on higher notes the delay is shorter. So I don't want to have any delay on the sound. Switch off. So this is just very clean sound. Let's go block up. This in this case this is the VC of the triangle. You know what? I'm going to sample the triangle, the pulse, and the saw. And yes, that's what I'm going to do. So let's start with a triangle. I go to sampling. I go to resampling, and we see it over here, over there. Why resampling? Because I want to stay in the MV-8800. So first I'm going to create 3 different sounds: triangle, saw, and pulse. Just sample them. Okay. Auto normalize. Yes. You know what? Start trigger manual. No, I want to have level. So when sound is coming in, the MV starts sampling. I put it on minus 36 decibels. Stop trigger, in this case, manual, okay? Or do we beat, not necessary, time? We can do time. You know what? Let's do time. Just 1 second, a blip of 1 second. Okay? Just give it a try. Start. So that was just 1 second. Preview. You hear the tick-tock. Wow. So what we are going to do now, we are going to loop it. And I don't want to have the tick. Let's see. It's awful. Anyway, with the MV you can with the MV-8800 you can use 0 cross 0. So that means that the MV will search for the right moment to loop. But let's give it a try to do it manually. So we have just this 1 second blip. Well, it's not a blip. It's in fact it's pretty long. And those levels looks low to me. Oh wait. So you suggest to do it higher? Okay. You know what? Okay, let's do it. I will listen. No, I will save this one, and then we do a higher level. Okay. So first what I said, hey Jay, fine you're here. Hola, Senor Roger. I was late today. No problem. Just cutting. It's okay. It's Mother's Day. I totally understand. Oh no. In Spain it's Mother's Day. Next week it's in the Netherlands. So let me zoom in on the endpoint. I will zoom in and I will search for a perfect moment to create the loop. So I have to search for a point where the blue line, where the sample crosses the gray line, and it starts below. So this is not good. It needs to be somewhere here. So it goes down and then from up down. Let's give it a try. Let's see if manually if it was done well. No. You still hear that blue. Now the blip is very hard. Let's try it over here. Even louder. And that's a pity, because I noticed with the MPC X that you were able to adjust this in a very good way. But I leave it like it. I leave it like it is. So I do a quick assign, and in this case, I assign it to a patch, and I'm going to make it a keyboard immediately like this, and I assign it to from 1 to 16 to the end. So then it's already on patch number 1. So now I will do what Elliot Range said. Yeah, Dale's Tunes. Yeah, strange that you still have that tick. Yeah, okay. It's like it is. So Elliot says, well, the levels sound too low. Okay, so I can change the levels over here in the virtual voltage controlled amplifier, VCA. And yes, Will Joseph, there is a crossfade function, but not in the screen of sampling. It is in the screen of sample edit. So yes, I will use that later, but just wanted to test it out now in the sampling screen. So okay, let's put the depth on 100. No velocity sensitive, because I want to have it like this. And we do sampling again. Now the levels are up. Way, in my opinion, way too up. So let me go back. I will edit. And let's put it on 50. Sampling. It's a little bit better. Let me edit it again to 75 perhaps. Sampling. Okay. Below. Yeah, very good. Okay, let's do it like this. So I press start. We will sample. And again the tick. Let me zoom in. Shift cursor to the right. We can see it starts over there. Oh, perhaps we can change it over here too. If we change it over here to going upwards. And we change it over here to down. Let's see what happens. Better. You do hear some ticks in the background, and this is because of the VS2480, because I have to recap it because some capacitors are failing. I have to restart it 3 times before I have my sound coming in, so I have to redo that. That's the reason why you have some interference in on the sound, but this sounds better. Yes. A lot better. So I do a quick assign. I assign it to patch, and in this case, yes, I will assign it to patch number 1, and I will make it a keyword. So I will replace it on patch number over the first patch. So execute. Override, yes, sure. So now, let me change the screen. I will create a new MIDI track. Like this, and then the output assign needs to be 1. Execute. Sounds wonderful. Nice. Okay. You know what? We are going to edit that sound. No. Wait. I first said let me sample 3 waveforms. So stick to that, Roger. Stick to that. Okay. Sample 3 waveforms. I go to effects. Oh no, I have to select track number 2. Yes, it sounds pretty warm, right? And yes, Bram, you're right. It's at the beginning and the end that need to be connected. That's why I tried on the first attempt to combine it with downwards, upwards, but apparently the adjustment of also the start was important. And thank you, Elliot Range, for adjusting the level, because you're totally right. It was too low. If we stay below -4, I think we're good. I do edit detail, and now I set another VCO, another waveform. So now we do the pulse like this, and again I will sample. I noticed that I pressed resampling, but apparently sampling is also working. I don't know why, but I thought I had to resample it, but it's fine. Now we're a little bit lower on level than with the other sound, with the other wave. So I will edit it, and I will change the level. So meanwhile, the dogs are barking. Let's see. Citosonic, welcome. Okay, let's do it with it. Yeah, I'm fine, I'm cool. Thank you so much, and thank you for joining the stream. Very cool to have you here again. Today we are going to create some synthesizer sounds with the internal synthesizer by sampling waveforms and then adjusting them with the MV, with the SMT, with the sample management table. Just starting now with 3 different kind of waveforms, just completely full open without any effect. let me start. Right, okay, whoops, okay. Let me zoom in, shift, right cursor. Let's see the start. The start is over there. Okay, we are going to adjust the start. Well, this should be easy to start like this. Up, going down, and then where to end? Wait, up, going down. Now, perhaps we just have to select it like this. Let's hear. No. We're going down. Pretty good. Okay, so assign to patch. Patch number 2, make keyboard 216. Execute. Okay, patch number 2 is done. So we go to the last one, edit. Yes. We go to the last one, block up. And in this case, we are going to sample the saw. All right, like this. So let's check. Oh, turn up my voice. Is my voice too soft? Is it better like this, guys? Tell me. Is it better like this? Or perhaps the synthesizer is too loud. Could also be. We have to turn down, in this case, the volume of the saw. Let me know if the volume is okay. And I assume, Bram, that you mean zoom in quickly with the sample. Wait a minute. Let me first. I will show it. I will show it. Sample. How are we on volume? Okay. So I think this is good like this. I do start. I will sample. So, okay. Zoom in like this. Well, I hold shift. So now I'm on the endpoint of the sample. And I hold shift and I press the right cursor button. And then I'm zooming in. I can zoom out and I can zoom in. Right is zoom in and left is zoom out. And if I change the cursor from endpoint to start point, then the screen of the result will give the start point and the end point. So I hope that it answers your question. Now let me zoom in. Let me select this point. This looks very nice, this point. And the end point should be here. So we have an end point and we have a starting point. Wait a minute. A little bit back over there. And now I'm feeling like Bob Ross. Okay. Preview. Wow. Without using zero cross. Sounds wonderful. Yes, great. Okay. Quick assign to patch, in this case. Patch number 3. Make keyboard. Boom. Like this. And we go to number 16. So we spread it over the keyboard. Okay, done. So I go to the full screen, and then on MIDI track we go track parameters. So we have this sample. We have this one, and we have this one. So, sounds great. Okay, cool. So why did I sample those 3 waves in just full? Because now we can edit the sound. Let's start first with the solve. So I go to quick edit and let me do detail. So we have, this is the saw wave. No, because we have spread this sample over. Okay, my voice is quiet compared to the synth, so let's give it a try. Is it better now? Is it better like this? Let me know if the sound is better like this, because watching streams afterwards, noticing this kind of problems is just annoying. So your input is really appreciated, guys. What I do see on the screen is that the mixer is pretty okay. So when I talk, it's okay. Okay, perfect. I will leave it like this. Zito says still low. But first, did you sample a note? I just sampled a C note. Just a simple C note, and that's spread over the keyboard. And because it's a waveform, just a simple waveform, there's the signal is pretty okay spread over the keyboard. So if we go to the, I have to turn down my my headphone volume because I heard I hear myself too much. Anyway, okay. So the partial edit screen, we have spread one sample over the keyboard. That means that every modification in the partial edit will affect every sample. And what we notice from time to time, if you have a drum kit, then you have to adjust every sample of that drum kit in particular. But in this case, the sample is spread over the keyboard, just one sample, so we can adjust it over here. But you assign the spread from A. Yeah, I did it from A1 to A16, from the lowest possible note to the highest possible note. So if I turn on the filter, there's totally no difference. But in this case, I can play with that sound. I can add some resonance. And then we also have the amplifier, of course. And we can adjust the release. Let me change the chords over here because I want to have it a little bit lower to -12. Just this is just simple editing. Let's go to the filter, because in the filter we can also adjust the envelope. We can adjust the envelope by using also the mouse and by holding the button. And you don't hear any difference because we have to adjust the filter depth over here also. You can select also the velocity curve, but we leave it like this. Do we want to have some sensitivity? You hear the effect of the envelope. Okay, sounds still very simple. Let me also select this one, just with a more sounds a bit distorted to me. Perhaps less resonance. Or more. And I want to have more release. More release also on the amplifier. Less release on the amplifier, sorry. Less release on the amplifier. It's now on 36. Okay. The point is normally I can lose myself in playing with this because we have just used a simple saw wave from the internal synthesizer, and then we are using the partial edit to adjust it. Filter again. More velocity. Okay. You know what? I'm going to immediately dive into the sample management table, because this is just an monophonic sound. Oh, by the way, monophonic. Wait a minute, Roger. We do a step back. So we go to the not to the partial edit, but we go to the patch edit, because the patch edit is an overall settings for the partials. So in this case, we see on the screen different controls. So we can select solo partamento. Because this sound is also very nice for a mono mode. And if we turn on the legato switch, because now every time when I play the key, the sound repeats itself. But if you turn on the legato switch, then the sound should be continued when I play the keys continued. And we can add some portamento to it. Dilstoon says, I did this once with the VCOs of an MS-20 to hear how a polyphonic MS-20 sounded. Yeah, that's it, the other way around. If you sample a monophonic synth and then play polyphonic with it. Okay, so let's dive into partial edit again, because I want to change the filter again. The filter depth over here. Okay, so you know what? We have this sound. Let me change now first before diving into the sample management table. Let's go to another patch. So this is patch number 3. Let's go to this one, to patch number 1 with the triangle. So I go to patch edit, then partial edit, and then we select another filter. Let's do a BPF. It's a very low, right? Oh no, I see on the output that you still hear the sound, okay. And let's do an attack with a release of 45. Too much. And let's add, in this case, an LFO. So we go to LFO, and I want to have an LFO on the filter. A very slow filter. And then I want to have it BPM synced, but slowly. And the key sync, I want to have it on. Key sync means in this case that if the key sync is off, then I can add more keys, but they are in the same filter waveform LFO. So the LFO is mastering the keys, but if you turn on the key sync, then it depends on the moment when you hit the keys. So there is no typical LFO. The LFO cannot be heard not that much, but every key is now having its own LFO based on the rate of, in this case, tempo synced. Right. Okay, just very simple. Let's go to the other one, to the other patch. So we got this one, we got this one. Wow, it sounds like Flat Eric. Well, a little bit. So we got this sound. This is the true. No, it's the pulse, yes, without pulse width, because the synthesizer also has pulse width, but in this case it's without pulse width. Man, you can add cross modulation also to it anyway, but this just three simple waves. So we go to patch edit, partial edit. Let's make a kind of a plug sound. I hope I will manage it. If I put this on 0 and make it a one shot, let's see what happens. No, it's not a plug sound at all, because a plug sound is more bang. It still has it wee, 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 wee. And I can turn down the delay. Oh, I have to turn off the one shot, but still. And this is funny, because normally you wouldn't hear any sound if the complete amplifier is down, but I still hear it. So that's strange. Anyway, okay. I have to turn on the filter. Let's make it HPF. Okay, now, you know what? I'm also going to make a kind of, not pad knot, but just I want to play with it like this. Let's bring that down. Perhaps we can change the, again, over here, the delay. No. Don't like it. It's very soft sound like this, right? Let's coarse it down to -12. Put this one on 15. Okay. Time over here. Add some resonance. But I don't want to have it with a lot of sustain. Let's see. Okay. Now I have to adjust T2. All right. And I want to change the filter. Like this. Let's change the filter. If I change it to LPF, let's see what happens. No. No, HPF. still that sustain. No, I don't like it. Too much. A little bit sharper. Wait a minute. Right, okay. Okay, I'll leave it like this. So, 3 sounds created with 3 simple blips of the MV-M effects. So, and still without any effects, without any chorus or reverb. Or what's it called? Or without any equalizing. Okay, let me go to this one. I'm going to edit this one, the partial edit, and let's see what we can do with the sample. What's it called? The sample management table. If we add the same sound, so sample number 2, to this sound, because let's make it stereo. Let's see if we can do that. So I will add sample number 2. This is sample number 1. Oh, this was the solved one. So I will add this one, select. When you add another sample to the SMT, the sample is immediately affected by the settings what we've done in the partial edit. So we can change this sample to another one, to this one, but this sample is also immediately affected by the settings of the partial edit. And in this case, it's not even a loop. So I have to adjust that in sample edit and then say, okay, loop mode is forward. And perhaps over here in menu, there's the 0 cross. But anyway, I'm not going to use 0 cross because I know the MV-8000 doesn't have 0 cross. So we should be able to create good loops just by selecting and zooming in and by selecting the right point. So in this case, this is the other sample and it's immediately affected by the settings of the partial edit. The only thing is I haven't not changed the pitch keyboard follow, and because this one needs to be normal, because in this case now on all pads it's the same sound. So this needs to be on normal. It's on over here. Now it's also working like this. But I said let's make, excuse me, I want to have it more stereo with the same sample. And let's see if we can arrange that. So now I have 2 samples. And the pen is on C. So let me do one on right 32 and the other one on left 32. It's still sounding mono. And I guess it has something to do with the fine tune. Because if you play 2 sounds, 2 samples on the same in the same way, the sound is played mono. But if you just do some fine tune, you can hear that it's becoming stereo, because the samples are not the same anymore. Okay, so that's just very simple. Let's see what we can do with the other ones. So we have this one. All right, okay. Partial edit, SMT. Let's do the same over here. Sample edit, let's, oh, excuse me. Over here, select another sample. Number 3, select. Again, okay, let's put it on normal. It's on 7/8 here. Let's try a lower course. Do I like it? No, I don't like it. Now do the pan on alternating. So, also funny, so we leave one sample on the middle and the other one is alternating. Now I'm thinking about adding also some velocity to the... Oh, it's too much. Okay, nice. So that's patch number 2. Oh. And patch edit, partial edit, SMT. Let's see if we can change something over here too. Number 4, select. Let's place this on norm also, and I like this effect. Somebody called Jamiroquai. Oh no, they don't exist anymore. And also Daft Punk is still not available anymore. So okay, nice. In this case we have 3 different patches. Okay, cool. So now I want to do the following. I want to sample, in this case, a noise, because the M effects I have to the over here. So edit, I go to detail. As you can see over here, the mixer has 2 oscillators, but also a noise oscillator. So I can put this one on 0, and then over here the noise. I can open up the noise. So this is noise, and we can sample noise also and add it to a patch. I'm going to do 2 things. I will just do the same as I did with the other samples, and then I will also edit it in the M effects. So let's sample just some noise. it's noise. How does it sound? You do hear a loop. Let me zoom in. It's really noise. But perhaps we can change it over here, like this. It goes down. Then I go to over there, and it goes down, and perhaps over here up. But you hear, and that's the problem with noise, of course. But I don't want to use zero cross. Let's do bigger steps. Perhaps better. That's funny. I'm changing the length, but it looks like the loop keeps the same. Let's zoom out. Yes, it's short enough. Wow. So this means that the noise is really noise and not completely the same. I saw the video of the from the guy from what's his name? Bedgear Florian audio builds, and then they noticed that the Gaia has sampled waveforms, but it's like this. We're now doing also the same sampled waveforms. I leave it like this. Oh, thank you! Best Camps Fun, best adult dating site. Nice to have you here too. Okay. I don't do a quick assign because it has no need to. There's no need to what's it called? To spread it over the keyboard. I just want to have this sample, so I do OK. So we have that sample. And let me also adjust now the noise. Attack of the bots, yeah. Oh, great. AP Productions, welcome. Hey, nice to have you here on the stream too. Nice. Can you hear the difference? Yeah, of course you hear the difference with the filter envelope. Or with an attack. Let's sample this also. Sample. Now I will adjust the time to 3 seconds. We will no, I will do it manually. Then I will truncate it. It's a little bit too soft. Edit. So I go to block VCA. I will put this on 85. Sampling. Yeah, it's better now. Okay, sampling. Start. Stop. This is a sound hard to loop, but it's fine. I say okay. And also I want to have another sound, just a kind of a snare hit. See, one. Now I have to adjust VCA because of the sustain. Just a small hit. Why? I don't know why, but... And I want to take... I don't know if there's some... No, there's no cutoff frequency. No resonance, but still. I leave it like this. 40. Yeah, okay. Level. Can you imagine this? Loud. Okay, but I will sample it, and it's time 1 second. 1 blip. And I can adjust this over here. Wait, over here. Better. Larger steps. Preview. And I don't want to have a loop. Okay. Okay, so that's on. Now I will change this. I go to the track parameter. Right, so we have the sound. And I want to try if... let me add to the SMT table. That's the tick. Just to see how it sounds. So on slot number 3, I will add that last sample. Is this one, right? Okay. And I don't hear it at all. And why don't I hear it? Okay. Because, of course, the sound is adjusted. Let me switch these ones off. It's over there. Okay, let's switch the other ones on. You don't hear it too much. Let me put it on 100. This one also 100. Just to give it a raw edge. Okay. Next one. Let's add over here some patch edit, partial edit, some noise. And perhaps we have to adjust the sample, but we will see. And not too loud. I've not adjusted the pitch key follow. Let's see what happens if we turn this also to normal. The problem is, the higher I play, the faster the sample goes. And I want to have it equal. So perhaps it's an idea to have it normal but on -12. And also because of the adjustments in the partial edit, also the what's it called? The noise is affected by the LFO. I will place it on 75. And we still have patch number 2. That strange bass sound. Let's add something too. Did I sample more noise? I guess so, yes. I thought it was this one, sample number 5. Okay. All right. Yes, nice, Roger. Let's minus it. Do I like it? No, I don't like it a lot. But just to give examples about the great possibilities of creating sound. Okay. Yes, control. You know what? Let's go to number 1. And let's go to control. So, again, so we are in patch edit. Patch edit is the overall edit possibility for the patch to adjust some parameters. So you can see over here also kind of frequency and resonance. It's the offset, so it's not the actual cutoff frequency and resonance, but these parameters can be controlled with the sliders, with the assignable sliders. I will show you how it works. If you go to system, oh, I have to change this. If you go to system and then to 6, which is sliders, then we can adjust the sliders, and we see over here some things. Let me go with mouse. Volume, pan, reverb, chorus, cutoff, resonance, attack, and release. These control changes are the ones which can be seen in the quick edit, no, in the patch edit of a patch. So over here you see cutoff, offset, resonance, attack, and release. You don't see the mixer things like volume, pan, reverb, and chorus. Those are visible in the mixer, but the cutoff, resonance, attack, and release offset are seen here with the from the assignable sliders. So I can turn it on, assignable sliders. So we have this. No, I want to have patch number 1 like this, and if I change now the slider, in this case of the cutoff, you see it changing over here. Same for resonance. And the attack, it's this one, and the release. So the sliders are affecting those parameters. I will turn the sliders off. I will put them 0, 0, enter, 0, enter, 0, enter, 0, enter. Okay. Let me go to control, because control gives other information and other possibilities to control the sound. So if we go to SMT, you see SMT control select is off, and let me see, now I have to think. How it was, or was it over here also? Oh yeah. So you see band is the pitch band. With the pitch band you can control the cutoff frequency. For example, I will give it on a plus 63. But you hear the band also changing the sound, going up or down. If I go to the patch edit, you see the band range over here is -2, -2 and +2. I can also make it -12, for example, and +12 to make it extreme. Perhaps we can do that later on. But if I put it on 0 like this, then the band range is not affected, but the cutoff frequency is affected. So let me put this on 25, and now I will use the pitch bend without having it pitched. And you can also do it with the aftertouch. So let me do it on 63 again. So this is normal, then I use aftertouch. It's an extreme way. You can change the Lfo rate also with the modulation. Let's see if it really works, because it is tempo synced, the Lfo, but let's see if it works. No. So for sure I have to change that in Lfo partial edit, and instead of the rate fixed on velocity sensitive, I will, you know what, 75. I go back, I go control, let's see if it works. So in this case, adjusting the modulation will affect the Lfo rate. So still, we are still using sounds only from the MV-8800 without loading samples. Yes, I'm using another machine in this case to play with the modulation and the pitch bend wheel. But still, we are busy with the MV-8800. And now it's on plus 63, but of course we can do it also on minus. And let's do minus 40 to make it not that extreme. And then for sure we have to make sure that we notice some difference. Then the rate has to be high, like this. 127. Control. Let's see if it works. Just playing. Just playing. The Lfo Death. Oh yes, best. Oh, great. Just what I needed. Some new cams because I'm pretty bored with the old cams. Filter depth. So cool. But okay, I see over here control change. And to be honest, I don't know what happens if I use that. Oh, this is so cool. Aftertouch with the amplifier. Let's do that. Okay, cool. Let's do another part. These 4 controls are fixed. And which 4 controllers are fixed? Do you mean? Oh, you mean from the... Yes, you mean from the... This one. Filter and amplifier. These ones are fixed. Yes. Yes. These controllers are typical MIDI CC. As you can see in the system, change over here to full. As you can see in the system, this is just general. Oh, bend, etc. Oh yes, yes. Oh, I thought you meant this one. Instruments, patch edit, detail, and then control. So you mean band, aftertouch, modulation, control change? Yes, and then pitch, cutoff, level, those kind of things. Yeah, those are. Those ones are fixed. Yeah, there is no way to change over here something else because band, aftertouch, modulation, and control change. I have to search what it does mean. What it means. Control change. These ones are controllers. Yes, and those controllers are fixed, but you can change the parameters. As you can see, pitch, cutoff, level, LFO. Which in my opinion is very cool because this system is also used on other machines. In the V-Synth it's also used like this, that you can use those controllers for changing sound. And I don't know if I make myself clear with that. Control change pitch. No. I really don't know what it does, so I have to read about it. But aftertouch and pitch. Oh yeah. Funny. It's really cool, man. Yeah, okay. Control change, I know it's MIDI CC, but I don't. So control change where I let me see. Okay, control change. This is the patch edit control. Patch edit control. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah. Patch edit control screen 120. Control change specifies the parameter that will be controlled when control change messages. The control change number is specified by control change number are received. It's still abracadabra to me. Specifies the parameter that will be controlled when control change messages. The control change number is specified by control change number. Control by control change. The control change number is specified by the control change no parameter. Control change number specifies the control change number that is used when you set SMT to select. Okay, wait a minute. I have to select over here control change sense 30. And then the control change number over here. Okay, so so if I change the control change number, if I change on MIDI CC2, then in this case the SMT is affected by plus 30 on the over here. The cutoff frequency is now controlled by number 2. Is that true? You know, we can check that out. Check this out. Okay, so pitch plus 84 on control change number 2. I go to the system, assignable sliders, and I change this one to 2. So this is breath control. So okay, control change number 2 means pitch control change should be played. Okay. Oh, assignable slider on. That's it. All right, great. As you can see, this is the great part of the community. We help each other in a great way. Super cool. So, okay, in this case 0, cutoff frequency 63. You hear the stepping, right? Anyway, doesn't matter at all. Level. Yes. Okay, so that's cool. Very cool. Thank you, Bram. Very nice. Very cool. Right. Okay, cool. Let's change. Let's also create another sound with the MFX. Wait a minute. Like this. Why don't I hear anything? Input. Edit. I don't hear any noise. Why don't I hear any noise? Oh, because the sound is off? No. Let me check in the mixer why I don't. Oh, over here the volume is completely down. Okay, that's the reason. Okay. Again, let's create another sound, but then already adjusted in the MFX. Let's zoom in detail like this. So we have the sound, and I will turn this one off. Oscillator 2. Okay, ring modulator. No, not yet, not yet. We go up. You know what? I want to have it longer. Like this. It's too loud, guys, I know. No, 30. Okay, let's go up. And then we have a triangle and the oscillator 2. I would like to have a more saw, not too short, almost a synthesized, well, a pad sound. Slower. Curve minus 24. And let's immediately do 2 saws of. Still too loud. Already some fine tuning. Less like this. Let's add immediately also some chorus. And the filter is. Perhaps we need to have it with a slow attack. But still, it goes very quick down. It goes down very quick, sorry. $50, this one also $50. John Alchemy, detune. Okay, let's change it over here. Also, with some release. Let's put it on 70 and then we go up. Also, this release of the filter needs to be different. It needs to be longer. This is funny. If I change the release of the envelope, now we have a nice attack. And if I it has to do with something else. It has to do with the no, not with this one. Let me check over here. Follow. Where is it? Is it because of this? No. So cross modulation. I don't like it like this. So I'm going to make it myself very difficult by sampling a sound like this with a lot of effects already instead of a clean one. But I want to have a better start. Let me. Why is it like this? I don't like it. No, I don't like it at all. Okay. Modulate Xmod with, yeah, sample and hold. Okay, sample and hold. Where is sample and hold? Over here. Then sample and hold on the filter. And then the X modulator. Rate. Or on the amplifier. No. It's not on the amplifier. That cross modulator is giving the tick. No, I will sample it like this. Just very simple. Sorry, John. Sorry. I like your input. Like this. Okay. Oh, can I add the... No, pulse width. It's not possible. Let me check. Oh, this is nice sound. Like this. Okay. Yes, okay, let's... Roger, sample. Sample right now. A little bit more. Gain. Block below. 40. Yeah, John, the MV is it's an old one, 2006, but you can do so much with it. A little bit too loud now. Let's lower down. 35. Okay. So I want to make a polyphonic sound of this one. Oh, retry because I had it on a blip of 1 second. Let's make it a sample of 5 seconds. Alright, sampled. We see the waveform and we see some we see that the waveform returns. Okay, this is good. So I want to, let me think, around here. No, it starts over there with the long one. It starts with long, short. So we have to find it somewhere here. So I will zoom in for the 0 cross. And let's give it a try on this blip, this point. Now we go up. We do a preview just to check where we are. Oh, loop needs to be on, of course. Of course, we have this sound coming in, so that's not the right start point. But then I'm not able to create a loop now. Then we have to do the looping in sample adjustment, because there we can do the loop. So you know what? I will leave the endpoint on where it is, like this. I do a quick assign, and I'm going to assign it to patch, in this case to patch number 4. Make a keyword from 1A0 to 16 is G square 8. I do execute. So okay, that's done. Then I go to the other screen. I select in track parameter number 4, patch number 4, close. I do a quick edit. I will zoom in for you. So this is the sound. And of course, it's not well looped. So we are going to search for the perfect loop. Sample edit. Now we have to search for the loop point. So it goes to there, then perhaps the loop point can be somewhere around here. And you know what? In this case, let's see if the MV-8800 is able to do a nice 0 cross. So I press select. and the start point is not adjusted, so it did not find the start point, but perhaps it found the loop point and the end point. Let's see. And you hear the boom. I don't like it at all. Let me see if I can adjust it manually, more or less. And then we have to adjust also this one. It's better. You know what? Let's see what the MV can do with the zero cross based on what I did now. Okay. It's worse. Nice. Oh, and I don't know what my own settings. Let me zoom in. Yeah, JMac, yeah. It's nice to do, finding the loop points. Hey, look at that. This is some serious fine-tuning. What's this? What did I do? I've never seen this. I entered a 0. Wait a minute. Exit. Sample edit. I've never seen this. Let me go over here. Patch edit. Partial edit. Sample edit. I didn't know that. I've never seen. I hit the 0, and now we can fine tune very, very deep. Did not know that. Learning every day something. Okay, partial edit, sample edit. Oh, better a higher one. I will zoom in. Over here. Zoom out. Wow, terrible. Now zero cross, what does it do? Still that tick. Why it says over here, I don't know. Oh, it's because of the lower point. And over here, both more or less no. So by accident it was sounding really good. Or really good, it sounded nice. Wow, terrible. Let's zoom out. Let's give it another try. Somewhere here. Zero cross. So you see, you notice immediately how difficult it is to process a sound like this. because it sounds terrible. Let me turn on the filter. Over here some filter depth with the velocity. And the filter depth over here. Lower it over here, this down, that down. And now I go to the amplifier to adjust the release. And also the release of the filter needs to be longer. Now I go to the SMT and I will change it also over here to number 8. Select, I do the same trick what I did before. This one needs to be on 8 norm, and then the fine tune plus minus. And we can add some of the again number 7, not this one. Let me add this one just in the background on 50. Yes, totally some reverb, but you're totally right on number 5 or 4. 4. And the reverb type edit. It needs to be Hall 2, long reverb. Stage 2. And add also chorus mixer. And if we add some MFX, in this case the library, some no, oh, not over here. This one, library. The lo-fi processor, use this. Then over the master. It's too much. Let's try something else. The stereo audio. No, too much. Library, some where is it? The 80s phaser. Great. And still, we're still inside the MV. Yeah, okay, I'm using now the arpeggiator of the V-Synth. It's a great effect. Perhaps too much. Funny. Oh man, I'm looking at the... Oh, this is what happens when you're having fun. Man. Guys, it's time. Yes, 2 hours flew away. Wait a minute. Let me go back. I put this on off. No sounds at all. Just a quick... over here, no. I go to the instruments. Okay, so all sounds based on all sounds made with only the sounds of the internal synthesizer and then adjusted in the partial edit and in the patch edit and in the control edit. Funny stuff, guys. I'm going to sell all the synthesizers. I'm happy with the MV only. No, that's not true, but still. Great guys. Okay. So recap. Yes, synthesizer sampling, just simple blips, then changing those ones into this kind of sounds. Just playing with it. Yes. It was a long time. I remember a few years ago I made complete 808 kits with the MV-8800. Oh, where is it? Let me search for it. Wait a minute. YouTube MV-8000. MV-8000 808. Where is it? The virtual analog. Yeah, this one. You don't hear it. Let me edit. Plus browser. Where's browser over here? Let me add a browser. Okay. And I will paste it over here. Just I've put it on aux 1. I will put it on input, and I will create here. So a MIDI track. Interact. This is an old video from me from a few years ago. MFX. Okay.
Hi guys, my name is Roger.
Wait, no. I want to go to the end.
With the internal synthesizer of the Roland MV-8000.
Let me go to the end. Where is it? Because the music is made all with internal sounds, sounds made with the MFX. Where is it? Can I play it? Ah, that was a long time ago. 2018. All sounds made with the MV-8000 internal synthesizer. Long time ago. Cool. So, just to give an example that you can create, if you want some nice sound with this analog modeling bass. Well, it's not just a bass. You can also create your own drum sounds because, wow, crazy, really crazy. Okay, guys, thank you for watching, and we see each other next time. Bye bye. I still have problems with saying each other. 4 years later. Cool. Okay, so that was that. Anyway, guys, yes. Wrap it up. Thank you so much for being here again on the show. Oh, what's this? Do you also hear that? No. You don't hear it, but it's bad gear. Wait a minute, I have to stop this.
Welcome to
Bad Gear.
the show about the world's most hated audio tools.
Welcome to Bad Gear, the show about the most hated audio. Well, anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here on the show, and for being here when I played with the MV-8800, and I watched. Yeah. Great to see that old video 4 years ago already. Anyway, guys, so next week there won't be a live stream, but the 15th of May I will be here with Mike Acosta for part 3, which will be awesome because he will also dive into SMT, which is very, very nice. So thank you so much, and in the last minute I see Keko Ninja coming in, very nice. Thank you, Bram. So good to have this, keep on doing this, but this is because of you. Very nice. So I'm signing off. Sorry, yes, it's time. Tomorrow, another day, another week. So wishing you a very good week, a very nice week. Enjoy and keep on making music, and we will see each other next time. Have a good one, guys. See you next time. Bye-bye.